start the YouTube stream. Whoops. I'm not too far in. It's only been 20 minutes. Go men. YouTube. Really, but...
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
By all means, please proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Black screen, let's go. Lygus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before? Lygus speaks in such technical terms as if we've never seen a train before. True. I've never seen a space train before, though, to be fair.
Not exactly. But we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
What a lying bitch.
If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
Can I even do that? I'm like part of the journey now. I have the time titan. Isn't there a real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment,
Well, that's sus.
would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
That's a very sus question. I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Damn. Okay, he's just admitting it. Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Offend? Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Are these people... Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
I like how they showed Donahong's seriousness. Yeah.
I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
I mean, dude's a freaking dragon. Like, he can fuck a lot of people up if he wants to. One against four, then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lycus. Indeed, we must try and return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you would help, I meant the ones who need help are them. Fucking hell, Dan. Meanwhile, call an ambulance, but not for me.
You have such overwhelming powers. Why?
You got this, Finan.
Answer me.
Answer me,
Why
Nouvelle.
do you stand in
Oh,
our way?
wrong game.
Why do you want to take the core flames?
Sure.
Ugh. Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Damn, for like a big dude, like you would think you'd be like a better fighter. He seems to be the weakest one. Always keep me on edge.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's pretty convenient.
It's working pretty well.
It's like a
wouldn't you say?
simulator.
But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Why not get cartoonist to help?
Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
I mean, you know, it's pretty
Oh,
important.
Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
And you? You're so positive all the time.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
We'll be here.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
But
I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
who goes to a library to
Sure,
lighten the mood? What?
That's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work.
It's a freaking library. What?
Today, I'm definitely going to.
Were you that into reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Better question, who wouldn't want to go to the library? Books are great and you get to read them for free. I can't read books. I ain't got they just don't do it for me. You know? Not only can Mem speak, but she can read. Where am I? Is this at the tree? Would I read manga? Manga's more interesting.
Last time.
For sure.
Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun. It's free time now. So you should relax too.
Relax my butt. Over the past few months, you've come here more and more since... What? I'm just making up words now. You've come here more than once. Oh. Fishing out all the small piece of essence of the ocean of knowledge. Knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Dan Heng isn't around. No one will be here to judge your reading taste. The scroll at the hand shows a line. I cannot see what I just said. I can't read. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. Reading is hard, Dale. It seems that scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So which reading material will you peruse? One Punch God? The professor can't possibly be this shy. Forbidden Love, The Tree, and the Butterfly. I ain't reading shit. What do you mean? You read them all?
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading.
Oh my god, Trailblazer voice?
Let's take a closer look.
Wow. That's her new voice? That's some great Anaxa fanfic in there. Yeah, no thanks. I got the internet for that.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
What are you looking at?
Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard.
I've never been that engrossed in a book in my life.
Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Let's keep following her.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine.
I won't leave her alone.
Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer.
Sounds like an RPG.
But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Genshin Traveler mentioned. True. What are you looking at?
Ah! What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh?
True. Yeah.
But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
Uh-huh.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Hey, Finan. Oh,
I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
what the fuck you're reading? Hentai? Like, what's the... Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all. That would be pretty careless.
What's the problem?
Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune.
Unbelievable. I didn't know you were into that sort of thing.
You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader.
Money.
Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth.
What do we
That's
know
the
about
perk of growing up in
Finan?
a big city, isn't it?
Yeehaw.
For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops,
He's
talked
probably
too much.
also gay for
As a
Mighty.
leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
Almost certainly, him and Mighty Most are in a relationship.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
Yeah.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
What is that?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore.
Well, you were just reading boring stuff anyway.
Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
Well, if you
What
can
if
tell
we
the
set up a
past
surprise?
already.
Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
Damn, Aquila getting mentioned a lot.
A surprise, huh? But someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
The freaking heartbeat, man.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Hydes Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trinan. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little faith in these things isn't bad, you know.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why
Stella's
people
me
turn to
for real,
divination.
Lilia.
It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
What if it predicts something bad? Oh,
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things.
Pretty
Looking
sus,
back,
if I
whenever
might
she
say
interpreted
so.
a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly. It utterly captivated me as a child.
Pretty
Right,
sus.
I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like
Damn.
that.
She literally has you in the card. Are those mitts up to the test?
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates?
No, it was a long time
The
ago.
riddle that Orin exposed to us?
No, I don't remember it. Could you remind me?
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. Nice cosplay.
These folks are up to no
Nerds.
good.
Black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
We're the cleaners.
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
He's got a nice voice, actually. What's being cleaned? Clothes or cars?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners.
Damn. We
Their
look
task
intimidating
was
as
to
fuck.
erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, I do not have golden
This
blood, so...
historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
Now, careful, Ken. We've already died once.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood.
Nobody
People have become too
understands
accustomed to
me.
peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Well, if you're assassins, you probably shouldn't have. But go on, like. If it's a fight you want, get on with it.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might
Yeah, no
regret.
swearing.
My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Look at that freaking chunker.
Thank you, Lady Treeby.
Look at
With
it.
this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Fatty. That's a little chunker.
Right here, maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But
Little
Twilight
Ica in
Courtyard carries
quotations.
the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
It's bigger than your head.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
Everyone calls Ica fat fuck on Hoya Lab on Twitter. That's so close to fat bastard. I kind of have to go with that, you know.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5.
Oh, not the firmament. We're in Genshin
The
again.
Day Thunder Knight striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which
Oh,
spanned
no.
centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Well, it's a long time ago.
I forgot. For Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side.
Sure.
That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Crater roll.
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treeby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Out of those time, it's like a bee. It's a bee.
All right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
That's ridiculous. The looting
How can this be?
at the end of the world.
I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Well, she's getting old.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
Probably because the citizens
The
assembly.
Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treeby.
Exactly.
From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Damn, ain't that true?
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
No,
Clementina.
trivial.
Take a breath.
No trouble.
What's going on? Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Yes, we don't have the budget to walk and talk.
It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Elaborate. Moments ago. Another black screen with white text.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was
Rules are
allowed
made to be
enter,
broken.
apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
What the fuck? It's the old lady.
Aglaia. You ageless witch, hiding behind a
Oh,
divine
she's
facade
just
to
jealous
deceive
because she's
mortals.
old. Chicken acquired
We've been
knife.
far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your
Jealous old hag. Yeah, you tell him, Liliana.
incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Damn.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
Wow.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
I can't believe they only
Going
sent
toe-to-toe
3
with a
people.
demigod?
Yeah.
Not that foolish.
I mean, you seem kind of that foolish.
The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours.
You don't think
Like I
she's a
said,
demigod?
You're not
Like
only
what?
blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akima has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading?
Meanwhile, she does completely
Aglaia,
inhuman
why
things.
not use
Yeah.
your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
Yeah, we should have dealt with her ages ago.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
Thank you for follow.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaia you are
That would
today?
suck.
Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others.
So I thought that was the trail, like the traveler down there from Genshin.
Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow.
No. It's not time yet.
Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra?
Bum, bum, bum. A millennium ago.
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags.
Only Kevin survives. Nobody survives. That is the truth of it all. Not even the Trailblazer.
What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Cypher was just always like this.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait, you've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless.
She probably stole it from your mother's treasury.
Oh, letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow, a daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable.
This is the most
Enough
mature
with the
sounding
jokes.
child I've
At
ever
least
heard.
you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me?
You stole him.
Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Why is Cypher so cute though?
Come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
I mean, I can trust that she didn't leave any evidence.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh, well.
What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, damn. Those shoes seem a bit big.
It's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
They're nice shoes, to be fair. They look really nice. I wish Aglaia would give me
What's wrong?
something.
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
You'll grow into them.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
I thought that said Barbados for a second.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by Aglaia.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls.
There's fish in the River of Souls?
Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story
I hate
is so
Bartholos,
moving.
by the way.
You're ashamed to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be
Honestly.
in tears right now.
Such a little bitch always steal my treasure.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is.
They're not even a good thief.
Let me
Exactly.
take a good sniff of this air.
They're just annoying.
This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it.
Yeah, it was.
Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling.
There can only be one
with
thief and it's
hunger.
Sample. Not the
80-20
sample.
it is. How generous you are, boss lady Cypher.
Wow,
Anyway,
Barbados.
what's
Good
with all this
job.
water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy
understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming.
Of course.
Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Can't take getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing.
No way, the one thing that's in this scene, we're gonna use it?
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around?
Hi, Ryujin. Welcome in. Hi, hi. Oh, who was... What was the team again? For Acheron? I had it saved, but I don't remember. Nobody knows. No, it wasn't you. You weren't there. You weren't there, man. You weren't there.
Boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
Oh, she goes faster when she's like in her technique.
Ooh, interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Wow, 20%.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick? We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to help.
Oh,
The scent of...
I've trapped
coins,
myself.
gems, and... fine leather. It's so refreshing. Yes. Right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
What? It's freaking stone. What?
Watch me.
Unearthing the... It was a... What?
That's a huge chest.
I won't question it.
Move
It's
over. I want to open it myself.
magic.
Wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. Matches my skin tone perfectly.
Thank you for the follow.
You truly have the most refined taste of all teas and Emporians.
Very generous. I know, Lilia, right? Super generous. It's a pretty nice paw.
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it.
Appraise this paw.
Lie becomes reality.
It could be a very valuable paw, to be fair. It could be.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. Alright, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation. Boss lady, we're set to meet the fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten?
Isn't that like...
Oh, do we need the light?
Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on.
Okay, well, why did it bring me over here?
Here we go round the river of souls.
There's a
Well, that's a big monster. I don't
Look at
remember
its
these.
face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah.
Does it have a face?
Ugly enough to make
I do not
you
see a
eat
face.
A little imp without a digestive system. Feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly, running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
You think Amphoreous monsters look quite nice? I mean, it does look quite nice.
It smells of money.
It just doesn't have a face.
This cat will make it all.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Existent, bleeding as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
You found me.
In case you're wondering why it's in slow-mo, it's so I could see her animations.
Dust's reign, it too shall fall.
Whoops.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring.
Whoops.
Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Squeak.
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. Should be safe here now.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
Hopefully we get another fight so I can see her ult. Oh, this treasure doesn't look as good as
It
the
doesn't
last
smell
one.
like anything valuable this time.
Yeah, no, I can see
Since
that.
we've already dug it up.
You dug it up from the wooden frickin' dock, yeah?
What's this?
Oh, it's a journal of a refugee. Wow, that's a lot of reading.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akuma. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. It Does
Well,
seem
it's
unfair, doesn't it?
where the River of Souls ended
Just
up,
because
to
they
be
were born in
fair.
the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akuma, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kephal's priestly court?
Oh, wow.
Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Or maybe she thought you wouldn't
Right.
remember.
I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly 1,000 years?
Everybody old as fuck.
Oh, I see. But you in a priest robe? No, that's hard to picture.
Wow. What are you trying to say?
Asked you to picture that. Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
I really love her outfit, though. It's super nice. Her whole design is like one of the best.
Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan.
But
Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xandrath?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, lads.
oh my god, am I gonna be playing as Bartholos?
Need a controller. After all, you know. Hand of Zagreus.
Wish you played when Casterus was out. She'll get a rerun pretty quickly, I
Not
think.
bad.
Don't worry.
However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room.
Hey, slow down. That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
He asked you a question earlier?
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
I don't remember this.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything.
It's 2 against 1.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
She's the only one who likes her core flame or something.
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady says so, how can I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
Into the stone.
What?
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
No, not a human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here. This honor's all yours.
I could never be human.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
Oh, watch me be like super bad at this. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's fine. Oh, that was easy. I already did the... No, I haven't done it. I'm still making my way through the story. I only started like an hour and a bit ago.
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
Immediately turned around.
I told you. Don't move.
The frick did she do?
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
How dare.
What boss do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me? As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck.
Is that a pun? Because you're blind.
With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Cyphera?
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera.
Oh, I don't like this.
I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face. Don't talk to me like that.
Oh, she can't
You know
handle
I can't
it.
take it. 1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known. My silence. So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone.
Oh man.
Please, Come back to Akuma. I'm begging you.
We need a hero.
They don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good. Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera. Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Shut the heck up, Bartholos.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. Where is she?
Don't call her horrible.
Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then?
Oh, that was forever ago.
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted.
I just noticed her
Don't underestimate that
her little
bug.
bell.
It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher,
That wasn't fair. That was like 5 minutes ago.
Princess at Kephale's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
Damn.
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world.
So one of the things is not lit up.
If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
I mean, you're gonna have to die in this update.
Worthless little life. I shall walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now?
Has it been great lately? The world is kind of ending.
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
Oh, she got
I need
sliced.
clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds.
The golden blood.
I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes, what about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordsmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars.
This is the most mature-sounding child. You would think they would have got,
Sorry
like,
to disappoint.
a different voice or something.
Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper, thief, con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me.
Don't do that.
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds?
No. Better not to know.
Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
Thank you for
I
following.
don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried
Thank you
I'll
for
ruin this
following.
place's reputation?
Oh, she's so cute.
Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard.
She's just too damn good at it.
Close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place.
Could you imagine if this was
That's why
animated?
you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Literally cat behavior. Oh, done. These folks in black. are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
I mean, Dan seems pretty chill for all of that. An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate Chrysos heirs. I read some chilling accounts. Stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on. Thank you for the follow.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
Wow, no wonder she's such a angry old hag.
Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the Aranova the Chrysos heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos.
That's true.
To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where Ash is now. If they're targeting me, she definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Oh, don't worry. I'll be fine. Is that Lord Kratos? How did he even know you were there?
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart.
I love the two twins in the background. They're really intimidating.
Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Oh damn, they killed her off screen? No way.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Nah, he's good. We've been training that out of him.
Mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive.
Damn. That goes pretty high.
If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Finon is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight.
It seems like you were.
We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Finan, until next.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, my dude.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
Do they think they have a chance?
Probably a desperate gamble. I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the Flame Chase journey. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate.
Mine too. Buzz buzz. Global announcement. Due to force majeure, the world-wound web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please remain calm. What's going on? Oh no, we lost the internet. I can't believe they kill her off screen. This is not. This is outrageous.
Blasted. Those guys.
It must be a lie.
I've heard from more than one person. It doesn't seem like a joke. Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Fainan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akima as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
Yeah, Fainan, let's go. No mercy.
Cartonis.
Oh.
You're forging a sword for
Damn.
Fainan.
She's just turned into a bunch of beetles.
I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya.
Yes, Aglaya.
In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has...
Damn.
come to an end.
I was right. She did turn into a bunch of beetles.
It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact. I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you, do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
What is this?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about.
We're pretty worried.
This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be.
You will just be the divine.
Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child. There's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
I can't believe they're killing her off screen. Like, what the fuck?
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the lost tempering that fate has to offer.
Yeah, you gotta put Finance sword on hold. She lives on that bracelet. Her human form
The
didn't.
city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
Something feels like a scheme.
I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins.
Yeah, right, Finance? Like, what the fuck?
If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
Ain't no way she would let that happen. Not without a reason.
Hung came back before us.
Hung.
Hello.
Hi, you're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope. Oh, well, you're pretty calm.
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
I know she was destined to die. I don't like that it was off screen.
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine.
Tell me.
Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaia fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Animating it takes up too much of the budget. Alright, I'm sorry. I forgot they're a small indie company.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her.
Usagi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. Doing some Star Rail story today. I hope you enjoy your stay. I hope you had a great stream. I never heard of Snowbreak before. A Gooner game? That would be why I haven't heard of it. I would never Goon. No, that's not me. Waifu gotcha. I see. Cultured game, you mean? Oh, of course. I Gomen. Cultured game, of course. Well, if you need to get some rest after your very cultured game, Usagi, by all means, don't worry about it. A game of culture, exactly. You're also a mana culture kid. You need to head to bed. You have work tonight. That's no problem at all. Have a good E. Thank you for sharing your community. I will take care of them, don't worry. I will give them plenty of food and water and head pats. Yeah.
She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger.
Shot her in the heart.
I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
Why didn't they go after me?
I also don't understand.
They were too afraid to stab me in the heart. I got a stellar on there.
The ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Don Hung in the abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate.
It is totally Kevin, exactly.
They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps.
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Tribby. She understands Aglaya's mind the best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order.
Thank you for the follow.
Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akuma.
And Elysia? Yeah, that's totally Elysia also.
Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Crateros.
Who's Elysia? Only the most important person in the whole story.
The baths are empty.
No citizen feels like bathing after hearing such news. They're both Honkai Impact characters, kid, who are clearly where the Crisis Airs are inspired from. Oh, hi, Hyacinth.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
Yeah, you called. We heard from Kratos. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
All the Flame Chasers are here. In Star Rail now. Did you witness it?
Yes, we witnessed her final moments.
Who an HSR represents her? It's Mem, of course.
I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it.
I'm reaching with that one, or am I?
What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
I mean, we have Raiden May in the game. So maybe one day we'll get Kiana. That is my copium.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
And we have actual wealth, not just any old wealth. We have the wealth.
Snowy, little Gray, you're back.
Oh, don't be tearing up on
Lady
me.
Treby,
Snowy, don't.
Stop it.
Please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akuma. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey.
And you left for 5 minutes.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Better than anyone. she wouldn't see the end of the flame chase journey. Yet, she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
For those who come after.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
I mean, when else could be the time? Golden threads frayed at the fringe of an era, and prosperity took up sentiments formerly hanging in the way. That is a very delayed raid message. You're right, Rexy.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate.
I got into the debate? I don't
Please
remember
forgive
this.
me. At that moment,
I've forgotten
I could
it.
not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated Kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked.
Yeah, that was not a very good move.
At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread.
Yeah, that would be pretty awkward.
If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows.
So she did it to reveal them?
The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akuma still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan.
Wow.
I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn.
The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Emphorius.
Whoa, no way.
The gate to Emphorius' future.
Nobody could have seen this coming.
Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity.
I, for one, am shooketh.
I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Everybody's going to the West Wind.
Aglaia, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Donang, can you do me a favor?
Whenever I can help it, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow.
That's the afternoon, right? No, that's the
Memorial
action
Palace.
hour. When's the lucid hour?
Urge everyone
morning?
who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaia has left Emphorius the seeds of hope.
Understood.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day.
Lucid
for
is
everyone.
night. Oh, okay.
Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Cartonis has arrived. Has he got your new stuff?
What brings you to Memorial Palace? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up? I wanted to see. Better than I expected you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right. Your assessment is now here. Take this.
Check out this sweet bracelet. Oh shit, never mind. It's his sword. His sword's ready.
You've completed it.
Dawnmaker.
Yeah.
The name I've chosen for it.
That's a cool sword.
Dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. Yet you've recreated this so precisely.
Damn, yeah. It does look a lot like his sword, huh?
Precise your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames, its blade will. Wield it, may triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Emphorius.
Yeah.
Another thing there is.
A cute bracelet. Oh, it's glowing now.
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
Aww.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side.
They should add the bracelet to his model.
May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
It's King Finan now,
Should I step up
actually.
to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heirs' flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason.
It's true.
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed.
Yeah,
far
I
from my
hate
very
division.
purpose that
Multiplication
led me
is
to
way
the flame
better.
chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Oh, that's not a good choice of words.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
It was the old hag.
The murderer! Make them pay!
felt the same as all of you initially.
But not anymore.
I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed.
How could he?
The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finon has a way with words.
I mean, shut up, man. I'm listening.
Oh, all right.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila!
Yeah, fuck Aquila.
Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akima will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaia dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Yeah.
Better people!
Better people! Better people!
Better people, better people.
Better people! Better people!
That's the lamest chant I've ever heard in my life.
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaia left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit
it's
future
part of the
generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaia, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
Poor Aglaia, man. Done dirty.
That singing sounds so familiar.
Oh, Cass.
It's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Oh, look at them all. Anaxagoras. Brienne. Taking a screenshot of that. That's so nice.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Snowy's got this.
Goodbye.
I believe in Kevin.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
No one ever remembers the stuff from school.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
What would you know, Anaxa? You were rejecting the whole thing.
I'll be waiting.
The whole time.
Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met,
Our boy Mighty
you've
Most
seen
not
me as
there
a
because
friend.
he's still working his ass off.
It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like.
Mighty Most technically not dead.
But that's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
Yeah, it would be.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies.
Sorry, I was too nice.
Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasteras. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late.
What if I just
Anything
ran
else
in and
you'd
hit
like
the
to
button on Genesis without asking?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
Wow.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Aglaia.
So much death.
Did you forget me?
Mighty. You're not dead. Yeah, see, look, he's not a ghost. He's not a ghosty boy.
We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
Yeah.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable.
Typical.
I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's what they call it when they fuck.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
Calm down, fine.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightimos.
It's a date.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people.
I gotta take a
tried
picture
so
of this too.
many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments.
That's 100% mem. I'm calling it.
I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Later, a dawn cloud.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain.
A sign?
My eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
She got old.
Cyphra, you... seamstress. Tell me, does Akuma have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden
Wow, why
somewhere
did you
in
tell her
Dawn
that?
Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess.
Gonna go
Cyphra.
find it.
You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you?
Well, you can't tell her about it and not
And your
expect her to
next
go
move
steal it.
is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden
No, she never
threads?
needed to.
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cyphra?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a
You
hero.
can have a thief in a hero's party.
To get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you. I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins, and I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby. The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cyphra. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way.
I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery.
I mean,
even if you have to
if
contend
anyone
with the
else
legendary
would have.
300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful and that everyone is simple.
Cypher was literally born for this job.
If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphra.
But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher.
I mean, have you seen them?
I just didn't think
They're not
it'd
as
be
big
right
as my
to interrupt
ears,
when
but,
you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well,
He's got some class.
I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase.
The flame chase.
You're probably aware that
Got
Aglaya
her.
has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs.
Well,
Everyone
51%
believes that she
of the
died
city.
at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner.
She'll go on the wild side of life.
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
I mean, you could steal it.
You sure saw right
Then
through
bring
me,
it to
Miss
us,
Cypher.
like, after.
I know exactly what you can do. godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movements, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request.
All this talk of authority
Please.
just makes me think of ReZero.
Use whatever tricks you need to protect Cavali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
Dunhung, maybe?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akuma closely.
Oh, well?
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion.
Oh, there's there's treasure. Look,
that lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akuma
There's
yet?
fucking treasure right there.
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
It's gonna TP me away. I know, and I'm gonna forget
Stick right to
about
my
it.
Foot. I could break those mechanisms with the flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akuma because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought.
Damn.
Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
I like her.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just go kill him, I guess. I don't know.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame.
I'm concerned for Cypher's safety. Alert. I'm
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Red flag.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh.
Last
No need to worry
flag.
about demigod.
Another one.
I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
That was another flag there, by the way. Her saying that he better not die. That's a flag for her. That's like 3 flags in that one conversation. I'm very concerned.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all. I know, little Ika. I know.
Little?
I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the Grove deserves some reminiscence.
It's remembrance. It's pronounced remembrance. Oh, I can move again. It feels like it's been 10 years since I last moved. Wow. Look at bleed. Treasure. The treasure is gone. It stole my treasure. How could they do this?
Lord Mighty, us healers in the Twilight Courtyard believe in being careful.
She's a magical princess. Treasure! I still got some treasure. See that right then? If I didn't like accidentally shoot that like little vase, I would have never even noticed that.
Got it. Yes, I'll focus and not run off. This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove.
Wow.
Now,
spot the
each of
NPC.
you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world.
Wouldn't you hate to live in a world where you're like
you can put knowledge
quite obviously an NPC and then there's like main characters?
However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras.
It's Professor Anaxagoras.
The last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you.
It wasn't
I will be
actually.
entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy.
You taught them another lesson right before your death.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
That's true.
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae.
Why everybody gotta use his full title that way? Oh,
I have nothing left to say.
So precious.
Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path.
Why Hyacinth also
Surely you
adorable?
can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Asterisk. I swear to God.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process.
Oh, he loves using everybody's full-ass government
Since some of
name,
you are
huh?
so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of IDs Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring.
He's already dressed for the
Next.
part.
I didn't say...
Stop it.
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
Damn.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale.
Dude, she can literally kill you with the touch of her finger.
This is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
Oh, he's intrigued.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
Well, that's kind of fucked up.
So you're saying that instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day.
Oh damn, your ancestors started it?
Descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost, and only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes.
Oh yeah, everybody's a freaking hero
All
now.
my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation.
So anyway, she's gonna go off to the sky to
include a footnote
defeat the
for
Titan.
the everyday people in its blank page.
Yeah. Da-da.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
How did you freaking drop a laptop on your face? Yeah, what the fuck? Hyacinth?
What are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you in the Grove. Finan mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings.
That's a lot.
That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila. But undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You'll protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
Oh, Danny boy. The place, the place. Collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Well, you know, we'll probably stick around for a bit, but having a way to go home would be nice. Well, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky, I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
No, it's just our luck. That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders. Yeah, we're in a simulation.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Yeah, it's not our first rodeo in a simulation, to be honest. Don't worry about it. There's still a lot I don't understand either.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The grove is fraught with danger right now. And an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Bum, 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 bum.
It's squishy. The chromocopter is vibrating. There must be
What's this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chromocopter.
Oh, it seems in pretty good nick.
Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Akula again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chromocopter and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Skyfolk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Can't believe I'm not pulling for Hyacinth. I don't have enough pulls to pull for everybody.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return
No,
to
it
the
doesn't.
sky
I'm
and retrieve the core flame.
No.
Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Oh, you can. Is this like a literal story skip option? Is this where it happened?
Who has awakened me?
It's Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber.
Just heard like a text-to-speech voice from somewhere. What the fuck? Nani?
You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree.
Lord Chris.
You were a righteous judge
Sounds delicious.
who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name.
How come, like, low-key in Star Rail, some of the English voices for NPCs are, like, better than some of the voices we get for characters? You know what I mean?
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion.
Do you imagine a character with this guy's voice?
You look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
Just trust.
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years.
It's only been 1,000 years?
And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk.
Damn, that was deep.
I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within.
A deeper in resilience.
Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down. Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Looks like your efforts paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
That does sound really inconvenient, like if it's sending you all over the freaking world. I have a suggestion. Remember how you suggested I learned the secret arts of water from our Fargos, the priests? I've been practicing that in my spare time and made some progress. Now, as long as I have spirit water with me, I can use those techniques to carve a path directly to the vortex of Genesis. Wow.
Oh, I remember. I did didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphorius are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now. Damn. He's mastered water bending on this planet too.
That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths.
I am so mad we don't have the demigod of the ocean. I hope after everybody dies, they all come back to life and I can roll for her. Because she was one I really wanted.
Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
She is calling him Danny. What do you mean? The spirit water gate formed with this technique isn't as stable as a ritual basin. It'll likely only let one person through. As the priest designed it, the entrance serves as the exit. You'll need to come back through the vortex once you've met your ancestor spirit, little Ike, and I will be waiting here.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
Be safe. Be careful. What a lovely black screen, by the way.
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises. But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who's that next to her?
a new Phoebe emote. Peeboo?
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphie? It's
Syphie?
been ages since you were last in Akuma. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
She flipping me off. Hey, what the heck? I couldn't even see that. It was so small. Little bitch.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Yeah, you got like some pretty tough stuff to do.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
I love her voice, man.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaya in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby. Before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful.
She's got her own branded letters. Damn. Envelope.
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Understandable.
Bright and cheery as a lamp.
I love her.
Well, hello there,
sound.
pink child.
She does.
I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest,
Holy
it's all
fuck.
in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here.
That's the longest name we've had so far. Cipher from the long fallen city-state of Dolos? That is like a sentence. God damn.
So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphi. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cipher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious.
I mean, it's pretty serious.
You
The
gotta
fate
look
of the
out for yourself,
world.
girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphi cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Oh my god, Chekonut. Let's
Miss
go.
Cipher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny?
Oh, Jesus. That's
It's the
Annie.
perfect opportunity for me to go
Sticker.
and tuck Syphi's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Oh my god. A skip button. What the hell? What is this?
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's flame chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was
So
your
is the
victory
Kremnoans.
that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is...
Yeah, I mentioned it then as well,
Vortex
Kim.
of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos heir's flame-chased journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios?
R.I.P. Fagusa.
Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaya made the core flame of Aquila.
So
the
we're just
final
gonna
stake in our
casually go
campaign.
break the sky, you know, that's no big deal.
Aglaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Well, you know.
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time.
I like that this
and
one is just like
lasted for
catching
so
up on recent
long.
events.
Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Oh yeah, we know Tribios also.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Everybody gonna die.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
You're back. How did it go?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help,
It was pretty
Danny.
convenient, wasn't it? You mind sharing what your ancestor said to you?
What's wrong, Danny?
Nothing. It sounds like everything went smoothly. It's just I'm a bit concerned about that prophecy. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Skyfolk will mend at dusk and dawn. I can somehow sense a hint of sadness in those brief words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny?
Well, you know.
Lady Trinan deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
What's with all these woo-wah emotes? What the hell? Heart of the, marriage? I hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy.
Don
We're gonna
always
have to
looks
take a
gloomy.
long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
I've never seen Don not look gloomy. Where are we going next?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home.
Our
Castrum
final
Kremnos.
stop? I think once she's done talking to all our
We're here.
ancestors,
This is it.
I will take a break. Castrum Kremnos.
Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
He sent a message earlier carried by thunder, warning us to watch out for the Flame Reaver's actions.
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
Well, we simply just do not have the budget to show that anyway, Hyacinth, to be fair.
There. spirit is my grandmother.
Yeah, Acheron, let's go. Your grandmother?
Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time.
Who was the champion at the time?
I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence.
Was it Mighty Most?
The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
And the Kremnoan warrior she fought against was Lord Kratos.
Was Lord Kratos.
Yet you saved his life, even though he took your family.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away.
Damn, would you have let him die otherwise?
To quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become a better man.
It takes true courage to forgive. You're every bit as strong as your ancestors, Hyacinth.
You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Damn, you look nothing alike.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You. Could you be?
Grandmother? It's me. Your Hyacinthia.
Probably looks no different.
Hyacinthia. My little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me?
There's no one left.
I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first skyrite when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
All of them.
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were
timid child.
I mean, she's pretty timid.
You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing.
A pacifist hosts a war.
A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky and will also end with Sky.
Wow. You're still as optimistic as ever.
A world-faring titan comes last, but you know.
If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
That's gonna take a minute.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into
this is lovely.
chaos and decay. Until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance.
Hang on, let me just take a screenshot, guys. Yeah.
Aquila.
There we go.
The celestial sheeper.
There it is.
100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder.
You know, it'd be so sick. Like, we don't even need necessarily 3D animated cutscenes for this kind of stuff. But you know those 2D animated cutscenes that we sometimes get? Where the fuck? Like, come on now.
Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nicodor, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world.
Asteris's short story. I think she had one of those 2D ones as well. Like, I'm not talking about like the anime ones. I'm talking like they're moving still images, if that makes sense. No, not like the anime ones. Those Those would be like, I would understand that those ones are like high budget. If you look up, the Golden Epic TV, Life Awakens from the Night, that kind of style. You know what I mean? Maybe not as fancy as even that. Just something even close to that would be nice. You know what I mean? The anime ones are very cool, but those ones I'd understand they can't do all the time.
To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the moonlit plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder.
Yeah, they could have animated this, but they fucking did it.
The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones.
What could be, you know?
The Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed.
This character
to
looks
the
pretty
ground,
cool, you know?
And with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the rainbow bridge back to the sky.
So she merged with the Titan
They will
way back when.
reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Amphorius reminds me a lot of Teyvat, you know? It really does.
Today's the day.
Today's the day?
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
Please don't tell me it will just
There's Vinen.
go from cutscene to
Let's go talk
cutscene.
to him.
Okay. I will, yeah. I will hold off on going up to Finan until tomorrow. So I will. I think this is probably the best opportunity to take a break I will get. You missed the Titan Echo with this thing? I don't know what that is. I'll leave it. I'll leave it alone. I don't know what it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I will leave the rest until tomorrow. Maybe I'll even finish tomorrow. I don't know. If I do, I could play something else. Maybe I could play Zenless on Sunday. That'll be really convenient, actually. We'll see if I can squeeze in the whole story then. Tomorrow. I won't? Damn. You said it wasn't 8 hours. I've been at this for like 4 hours today. Nearly. Well, 3.5, realistically. So like, assuming it's not 8 hours, a 4-hour stream should be enough to finish it. I'm just saying. What is it, like 7.5 hours? I can do a 4.5-hour stream tomorrow if need be. You know? It's okay. We'll figure it out tomorrow, whether or not I can finish. Yeah. I'm kind of tired now, though. I will end stream and I will get some rest for tomorrow. Although I'll probably, knowing me, I'll probably like chill on my phone in bed and do my freaking dailies on Wuwa or something. Just quickly knock them out, you know, as one does. And no, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I was like having company for these things. It helps keep me on task, because a lot of the time I just will not do a thing otherwise. It's one of the reasons I started streaming in the first place, was to help me like keep on task, you know. Otherwise I get distracted really easily. I was actually gonna stream yesterday, but I fucking fell asleep. I've been so tired this week. I've been covering for a coworker who's like on holidays, so I've been extra tired all week. And I covered for someone last week as well. So I feel like I haven't really gotten a lot of rest in the past like 2-3 weeks. So yeah, I've been pretty tired lately. But I did want to stream yesterday. Actually, I wanted to play Final Fantasy 14. Because there's some new content on there, and I gotta be doing it, you know? It could have been a nice game to play and chat while I'm like a just chatting stream, but with Final Fantasy in the background. Would have been great. But damn, I literally didn't even get a chance to play the game even offline, let alone on stream. Didn't even do my dailies the last 2 days. So it is what it is. Bombastic. Thank you for the hydrate and the hat pad though. Imagine doing dailies. I know, right? Couldn't be me. Let's see. What is online? Oh my god, Mousy is online. Heckin', let's go. I can raid Mousy. Are you guys ready for like cute British accent on a little mouse? Let's go. Poggers. She gonna play Hunt soon as well. Yeah. Let's do this. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. Mwah. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, bye. Bye. Thank you for the HSR lore. Of course. I'll be back with more tomorrow. And then hopefully Zenless lore. And maybe some Genshin lore in like 4 months. Bye.